Happy Saturday. I just made a video yesterday, so I don't have a whole lot to say. Except I was sometimes in the morning when I get up, I turn the guitar on and do some stuff. And I was practicing to a metronome this morning, and I thought about when I didn't know how to practice to a metronome. I didn't know what that was like. So I thought I would do kind of a short video on how to practice to a metronome to work on technique and precision. So it's cool to like jam to a track if you're learning a song and you're playing that song and jamming to a track, but it can hide a lot of stuff. It can hide any imperfections. And I'm not saying imperfections are bad. They're fine. But for me, I want to be as close to perfect as possible. So that precision is really important. And when you practice to a metronome, if you're practicing to a track and you mess up the bridge, you got to like go back to the beginning of the bridge and play it again. So either you have to loop it or do some other stuff. But if you're practicing to a metronome, you just start over until you get it right, over and over and over again. And it humbles you because you'll hear like, I'm playing notes and then the click is coming after that. So it kind of forces you to slow down. And when you do it enough, you just hear it in your head, right? So how do you practice to a metronome? First thing is, obviously you have to know the chords and you have to know the rhythm of the chords. So I use a version of the natural number system where I'll list out the numbers and I'll underline it if it's 2 beats, no underline if it's 4, and if it's 1 or 3, I have like a dot to tell me. So this is a song here. Let's see. You can see. Okay. So it starts on the 1, 2 beats. Then it goes to 2 for 2 beats. Then I think that's the 1/3 for 4 beats, and then so on and so forth. So that's what I do. And then you can see it's 66 beats per minute, 4/4 time. So you just set a metronome up, and you count off 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you try to play through it. So that's the basic formula. And if you don't do this now, and you start doing it, when I didn't do it and I started doing it, my playing just skyrocketed. My precision, my rhythm, all that stuff skyrocketed. And then when you're playing in a band situation and something happens, somebody sings the wrong part or they're off, you don't have to worry about it, right? Because you know, and you just keep that line and they'll come back in and they'll do the same for you. But let's just assume somebody else messed up and they got off rhythm or they're not sure what part they're in, but you know the parts and you know the time and you just keep it. It's really important. It seems boring, but it's really important. So here's how you do it. You start to click and then start. See, I messed up. And you see I messed up because it's hard to remember the chords you're supposed to play and focus on keeping in time. And that's why metronome practice is so important. And there's a division, maybe I'll do a video on this. There's a division between practice and playthrough. So I'll do this for all the songs. I have a app that I can't remember the name of, and I'm using my phone right now, so I can't look at it, but I'll post it in the description or whatever, that I can create a playlist of essentially click tracks. I can select the time signature and the tempo, and then I can just go through them and play those, and I'll do that until I get parts out, and then I'll do a playthrough. And then if I mess up the bridge or some other part, I'll go back to the click and make sure I have it right, and then do the playthrough again all the way through until I have it right. And then hopefully by the time it comes time to play or perform or whatever you want to call it, then I'll have a good grasp on what I'm supposed to do. So you can use that for anything. Just do regular practice too. If you're doing like cage stuff or just like messing around on chords, you just use that metronome, set it to a click, and go. Oh, one last thing. Slow clicks are much harder to stay in time with than fast clicks. So this is 66, which is really slow. Pretty slow, I guess. And it's hard to stay in time, and you'll find yourself getting ahead of it a lot, and that'll kind of help you stay in time. So that's it for today. How to practice with a metronome. Have a good Saturday. I'll talk to you later.